Shit. Sorry, I think that was me. Apologies. That was very rude. How did I do that? Sorry. Oh, anyway, I guess we're live.
What you doing?
I just it's a thing. I really wasn't expecting it to do that.
I don't know.
Really sorry about that.
Show up late for work, knock everything off the table, and
basically,
yeah. You know,
what did I actually
leave the bathroom in a mess.
I just clicked the you know when you go to media assets, and so I was looking for a video upload, so I clicked over to the Maftopia one, thinking that would just affect here. I don't think it would actually change, well, anything else. Anyway, sorry about that. So, bit of a rude interruption.
Right. Yeah. Right. Should we start again? Right.
Yeah. I just like Mr. Chaos has entered the room. Obviously,
it's all going so swimmingly. Right. Welcome to the shambolic live stream of Save with Crypto. My name is actually Save with Crypto, and the guy below me who's just caused absolute chaos is maff. And even
also known as Chaos Monkey, I think.
Yeah, and also I was trying to do a bit of a trade whilst I was doing that, and that didn't work out. So I'll just show you briefly what I was looking at, actually.
Sure. Okay.
For anyone who's interested. So this is looking at. Hang on. Let me just get my monitor going. There you go. Right, I can see what I'm doing now. Oh, wasn't quite the chart I was looking for. Let's get rid of all that. Everything. I'll tell you what, my internet has gone slow again. I think.
Ooh, but this is the new internet, isn't it? The new spankingly shiny fast internet, your replacement.
Yeah. Well, I knew it wasn't going to be fast because it's using it's like fiber in the road, but it's copper going from the house to the road, so it's not like full fiber, so it's not particularly fast. However, what the hell's going on? Let's just try a different chart. However, they should have full fiber available fairly soon.
I've been waiting for the same thing for a long time as well. So it's on its way, apparently. Yeah.
So at that point, I should be able to get like an upgrade for free, to full fiber, which should solve all my problems.
Yeah, all in one go. Yeah, isn't it great when life kind of hands everything on a plate to you like that? Yeah.
Yeah. Right, I finally got there. Right. You have to excuse all the purple lines. That's anyway, I'm also going to turn off Quadzilla for a moment. Right. So we're just looking at here. We're looking at some purple lines, which are like monthly things that have happened in the past, kind of like where the prices change direction, or sort of, there's been areas of interest, if you like. And this one has been bugging me for days. This about 71,400 just keeps just going back to there. So what I saw this morning was the fact that I was looking at this on the 1 hour time frame, which is the 1 hour time frame here, looking at it with our indicator, which is called Quadzilla, which we will talk about in a moment. But Quadzilla draws in eventually these retracement levels here, and what I've been looking at was this 1 hour one here. And what I've noticed in recent times, sort of when you've got like a few of these bullish retracements, it will kind of come down, hit one, do a little bounce, and then do the next one, a bit like a slinky,
Oh, exactly. Yeah, that's a good analogy, actually.
Like bloop bloop bloop, you know, so it does that. Obviously, there's this one down here as well.
I think I see it as that there are like springs involved in the way the price moves between these retracement levels as well. Like, you know, because there's springs and tension and things like that. So slinking is quite apt. I think.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Anyway, so I was kind of expecting this level to get hit here, which it did. So and that isn't far off that that legendary one I did the other week, which was like when I said I think it's going to go to 69,420, and it did. It came down to exactly 69,420, and it went all the way up to wherever it went to, like right up here, wasn't it? Sort of 75k or whatever, which was brilliant. And I was thinking, do we get a chance to do that again? You know, and it came down. It did go to that 69,425. I think it went. It depends which chart you're on. Oh, 69,430. Okay. So technically I was thinking, well, okay, that's actually higher than what it went to there, you know. So it might stand a little bit of a chance of a boing back up. So I was thinking I think the thing to do then is probably try and short from around 72.1k. That would be the thing. So I was hoping. So what I did, I was in a long from here this morning, and I was hoping we'd actually go up there, and then we could short that back down to 0 or wherever it go, you know, like I don't know, wherever it will go to, you know, a much lower target. But in fact, it didn't actually do that because it's just way too floppy, isn't it? So I had my stop loss just slightly in profit, and it just literally closed a minute ago, making about $30 or something, you know. So that was a bit rubbish, but nevertheless, means I've got capital to play with now for the next opportunity, really. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. So again, Quadzilla, our indicator, which does these retracement levels here, you know, performing absolutely brilliantly, because, you know, what these retracements mean is, for example, this one here, it means that the price is going to go from there. Voila. Okay. The price is going to go from there to some higher amount there, and then it's going to come back to the retracement level like that. That's what we call step one, which always happens, by the way, because this line starts drawing at the arrowhead here. So that would have started drawing then. So by then it's already gone up. You just don't quite know how much up it's going to go unless you start to see other retracement levels up here. But in fact, it had been respecting these horizontal lines. I can show you that in a moment, but you know, it's been respecting those horizontal lines pretty well, really. And then it came back down, which is what we call step 2. There is a step 3 as well, where sometimes what you see is it go a little bit below there, and then basically what it will do, it will then, in the case of a bullish one, return back to that level there. But in actual fact, that all happened within that candle just then. So that was that, really. So yeah. So anyway, but that's what I was doing this morning. But yeah, I also did notice as well on the hourly time frame, if I turn that off, and you know, with TradingView, you get all these. God, this is slow. Okay.
Have you been sent a notification? Have they actually said anything like, you know, is on its way? You know.
Oh, what the fiber thing?
Yeah.
No, it just says click this to say you're interested.
Oh, it's way back there. Okay, is that OpenReach by any chance?
Well, it's PlusNet, but I think what they do is they resell OpenReach because the actual infrastructure is OpenReach. But the actual, if you look at my area on their chart thing, it's I think it's a green area, which means it's mostly done. You know.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's
you're the last. The last road in the area, probably. So,
yeah, probably. That probably makes sense as well. I'm you know, I'm on the edge of town actually. You know, there's only literally my road here, and then there's another road, and then it's just countryside after that. So I am on the edge of the town really.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we had the open reach people just digging the road up and the pavement up and so on a couple of months ago. And
just for fun.
I was thinking like, finally, you know, going to get full fiber, you know, and then just like last week, pretty much. It's either last week or the week before. It was last week. Sorry. They sent a letter, an old-fashioned letter, actually saying, you know, full fiber is now ready in your street, and an engineer will be in touch about installing it to doing whatever they need to do. But they didn't give any timeline for when the engineer will contact me. So that could be another 2 months for all I know.
That's not too bad, is it? I mean, I remember,
yeah.
I remember when I lived in France. It was all provided by. It was either you had a choice of Orange, SFR, or Boogie. I think they were the only networks involved, and like on all of their sites, if you put in the availability of fiber, if you put in my road there, it just said there are no plans.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah. It's
like,
just that. It's like, oh, right, okay.
Nothing. There is no plans to have fiber there at all, and it wasn't like I was in the middle of the sticks in a in some vineyard somewhere. I was on once again I was on the edge of like quite a major town, you know.
Yeah, sure.
I actually Briançon, which is like it's a fairly important town, really. Sort of it's actually the highest town in Europe, actually. But anyway, but that's where I lived. I lived in
it's your French thing. They love to say no, no,
no. C'est interdit. Anyway, so I think I'm just going to be plagued by crap internet for the rest of my life, really. I think that's
wherever you go, it's crap internet is going to follow.
It's just going to be like that. Yeah. Unless I live, you know, well, you live more or less in London, don't you?
Well, yeah, in the suburbs. I mean, it's I'm a bit amazed that it's taken this long for it to kind of reach where I am, because it is Greater London, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think the thing is though, because I've got like friends who live in like Manchester, and like and if you were like, you know, if you think about how percentage wise how far are you in towards the town centre of London? You don't call it that, do you? London town centre.
Which one? Yeah.
But if you could imagine the equivalent of like my friends in Manchester, where they are, they've got like, you know, like gigabyte fiber, you know, sort of like, and it's like, don't know, just you would have thought that, you know, you where you are, you know, because you are comparatively that close to the city centre sort of thing, then you should have like the best internet in the world.
You'd kind of think so, yeah. But all this move towards decentralization of things in this country, it shouldn't be. It's unfair, I tell you, that other people should have equal access to fast internet. It should be the snobs like me in London who should get it first.
Yeah,
not really. Just
anyway. So the other thing I was hopeful about was so I put on this thing here with TradingView, just the, you know, you can make it draw little things on engulfing and bullish or bearish candles and stuff, you know, and that there, when was that? That was this morning at 7 o'clock. So then after that, there was another hourly candle there at 8 o'clock, and then this one here at 9 o'clock had a little bit of a pump, you know, and that was actually a bullish engulfing candle. So you think, okay, that's going to go up now. So I was hoping at least to get to this monthly level here, you know.
Yeah.
And it didn't. So I think it's very, very weak at the moment. I do.
It is.
And
Yeah. There was the FOMC thing yesterday, wasn't there?
it was, yeah, which is basically like, you know, there was no change in anything, but I think Jerome Powell's speech was kind of, it was generally quite hawkish. You know, it was kind of quite bearish, really. Sort of, it's no. I mean, the questions people asked him were crap. You know, there were things like, you know, do you think that with the rising cost of oil, that means that the price of diesel will go up, therefore the price of food will go up? You know, and you know,
well, why asking him? You know,
well, yeah, I mean, you know, and you know, his answer was more politely put, but it's basically like, no shit, you know. Of course it bloody will, you know. Like,
that is ridiculous for a journalist or an analyst to get into that room in the first place. Be privileged to be in that position to ask him a question.
I try and think who it was. I think it was a girl from, I think it was an English girl from the Financial Times as well. And I was thinking, like, what are you asking that for, you daft bin? You know, sort of like,
anyway, we were shouting that at the TV screen or something.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I should have done a live stream, shouldn't I? Sort of shouting at the thing. The bloody camera stopped again, isn't it? So let's try and move in my head, see if that works.
Oh, there you go. You're back. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm never quite sure, really. But anyway, yeah. So these purple lines, these are all kind of like, you know, sort of things where things had happened before. So this one here, this where we are now. Hang on, where are we? I know we're up here, aren't we? Yeah. So I was hoping that, you know, we'd get as far as that kind of pivot thingy from sort of April 2024. You know, which is when all the sort of tariff stuff was happening, wasn't it? Sort of like, or was it? No, it was whenever it was anyway. But yeah, so yeah, all quite depressing, really. So it hasn't done what I wanted it to do, unfortunately. But because I was hoping what we could do is it would pump up to about, you know, hang on, let's go back to the one now. This is, I think we should have a little jingle saying like saying something like, justify your thumbnail.
Yeah.
And then when I've done a sort of like, I might do that, actually, quite funny, you know. And then
a bit like the warning where we're about to dive down a rabbit hole thing.
Yeah on your on Maftopia, yeah. And oh yeah, that's the other thing as well, by the way. Yeah, so everyone was saying what a busy day I was going to have yesterday. I was going to do Maftopia, did the live stream. I was also going to record a talk with me, Roman, and Arson from Tap Global, and something else I can't remember. Nothing happened at all.
Completely anticlimactic.
Yeah, you didn't do your live stream, did you?
No,
so we're doing it
flaked out on that one. Yeah, it's just way too busy. Well, the whole bloody week, to be honest, has been like that. Just too much going on. But yeah, but we're definitely doing a live stream today. In any case, later on. I'll
tell you what, though, I will have to disappear at 5:30 though, because I applied to be a Swiss Borg ambassador.
Okay.
Because, you know, they said they wanted content creators, so I thought, okay, well, I can do that.
Well, I'm a content creator.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at the content I've created. And yeah, so they're doing like a, what do you call it? I don't know what it is really. I think it's like a Zoom or something like. I mean, there's only about actually 20 odd people that subscribe to it in the whole world, which is kind of surprising, really.
Exclusive, yeah. So are there any perks to being an ambassador for them?
I think you get a bag of Borg tokens.
Doritos.
Yeah. I think you get some Borg tokens.
Okay. Yeah.
But you know, for me,
it's a one-off. It sounds like.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But for me, it was the kind of exposure to the channel. Really, that's what I'm interested in. You know, because hopefully, if I can get more eyes in this channel, we can get more than more than the 5 extra subscribers that I was elated about yesterday.
Woo, okay.
I know.
I mean, that suggests a bit of a turnaround, because especially we're in a bear market. That's normally when the kind of crypto channels just kind of hemorrhage subscribers, don't they, during that?
Yeah. And you know, I did a video today about a scam thing, and you know, I had someone like trolling me in the comments there, you know, and I was just trying to be polite and stuff, you know, and and I was thinking I'm definitely going to lose subscribers over this one. So I did another video to follow up to that, saying that if this annoys you, then please do unsubscribe. And oddly enough, I got 5 subscribers from that video where I told people to unsubscribe.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. So what can we learn from that?
Well, they must have thought, like, sod him, I'm not doing what he's telling me.
Yeah, exactly. Reverse psychology or what?
Yeah, I'm going to subscribe. Yeah. That'll teach him. Yeah, I don't know if that I don't know, but to be fair, what it was about a you know, a Trezor phishing email that my mate had been sent, and he said, can you look into this? And I did, and it's completely fake, and it's just like, you know, so I called the video something like, you know, Trezor security incident, and you know, the point I was making was that, you know, I've done a clickbait title there, not to fool you, because it's, you know, not because it's not about that. Yeah, it's because I want your attention, you know, and it worked, actually. You know, this I had the attention of this troll who kept sort of annoying me, but anyway, but yeah,
I noticed that Trezor actually replied on X to you, didn't they?
They actually commented on YouTube as well, which I was absolutely yeah. And I didn't think it was them at all at first. I thought it might be some other scammer, you know. But no, in fact, I looked at the channel, and it was in fact Trezor themselves. So I was like delighted about that, really.
Yeah, I'll cast aspersions on some other aspects of your business then. Get you to comment a bit more.
Yeah, no, and to be fair, you know, they actually said, oh, you know, thanks for the note. We've taken steps to get the fraudulent sites taken down. So yeah, excellent news all round, I thought. Anyway, so you know, I wasn't spamming particularly. I was not spamming. I wasn't clickbaiting particularly. You know, sort of. Anyway, so yeah, please do subscribe if you're not already. We've got any people here.
We've got a fair number. Yeah,
okay.
Not bad. What are we on Thursday? Yeah, not bad for a Thursday.
Yeah, not many on YouTube.
Not very many people actually on Maftopia on X at the moment. So, well, how do I get more people to just G up people who aren't watching?
You're probably walking up and down the street with a sandwich board on you, sort of saying, "Subscribe."
The end is nigh.
The end is nigh unless you subscribe to Maftopia.
Or take a page out of your book. Just please unsubscribe. It might work.
Yeah, maybe.
Should we do some TA?
Let's do that.
Well, I mean, you've been doing TA, but should do a bit more.
Well, I wasn't. I was just telling you what I was up to, really. Sure. But yeah, let's get on with it.
Well, yeah. Okay. So that sprightly lizard that we saw dancing on the screen just now is, of course, Quadzilla. And you two can get Quadzilla in your what time of year is it? I was going to say Christmas stocking, but in your Easter egg. Is that coming up?
It is.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be good merch, wouldn't it? Quadzilla Easter eggs. Yeah.
What, you get a lizard in your egg?
Yeah. Is that a lizard in your pants, or something like that? Yeah. Put a lizard in your pants and get Quadzilla.
Actually,
Yeah.
there was a brilliant thing actually when I was in France, because it used to get quite hot in the summer, and I remember one day I was downstairs with the missus, and we heard a shriek from upstairs, and it was my eldest daughter, who was about, I don't know, she was about 10 at the time, I think. She was like, "Mum, there's a lizard on my computer." And we think, okay, that sounds interesting,
Yeah.
And so my wife like ran up the stairs, and like first thing she did was like take a photograph of this lizard on the keyboard of her computer.
Is it like a gecko or something?
I was just like, I don't know what they are, just like little lizards. We used to get them all the time on the terrace out the back of the house. But
yeah, well, they're cute little things, really.
Oh, they're brilliant. Yeah, they're lovely. They're like little miniature crocodiles, aren't they? But
yeah,
but they're really quick as well, and they eat flies, which is quite funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, she had a window open, and like one had just jumped in and just jumped onto a computer. It was quite funny though. And it was quite big actually. It's on the computer. It was covering most of the keyboard actually. So
it's a good way to get to kind of provide the seed to generate a truly random number. I think.
Yeah,
just get a lizard to run across the keyboard.
Yeah.
So Quadzilla is a premium indicator that you can get on TradingView, and I guess we were talking about it a bit just now as well, and as you'll see in a moment, as we go through the TA and stuff, we'll be using Quadzilla for that, and you can get it for that amount of money per month if you're in the UK. On the monthly, if you get it on the yearly, it's that amount of money per month. It works out as. And it gets you a whole bunch of stuff. In particular, like it just gives you very, very accurate kind of like position entry and exit levels. And when I say accurate, as in it has built-in stats, and it kind of shows their success rate. So they're very consistent. And yeah, so it's kind of worth checking out anyway. And I believe there's still a way to get a month of Quadzilla for free at the moment, isn't there? If you did want to I mean, it's cheap enough to try it out on the monthly anyway, and you'll make your money back in any case. But if you did want to kind of get that for free for a month to try out, that there is a way.
Which is, you go to savewithcrypto.org/Bitunix, sign up to Bitunix, and put like $1,000 worth of something in there, and if you do that, we'll give you Quadzilla free for a month, and you can see if you like it. It doesn't matter if you like say you put in like exactly $1,000 worth of something, and then it either goes down in value, or you do a trade where you're underwater. As long as there's a reasonable amount in there, just send me your UID via the Discord, which is savewithcrypto.org/Discord. Send me your UID, and I'll send you what it actually is. It's actually a reward voucher that you receive, and then you can, like, when you're ready to do your trading, I think they're valid for about a week or so, but when you're ready to go, you kind of you open that reward thing, and then that activates your VIP 7. Why am I talking about VIP 7? Talking rubbish.
I'm tempted. Sign me up.
That's something different completely. But no, sorry. Yeah, right. We'll give you Quadzilla for a month anyway. But also, if you put $1,000 in, send me your UID, and I will upgrade you to VIP 7 on Bitunix. Sorry, I got the two things confused there.
Sure.
VIP 7 gives you like super low fees. And these kind of mystery box things that you get every Monday morning.
The mystery box is amazing. You actually, it's basically free money, really, isn't it? That you're getting.
Did you get one on Monday?
No, my VIP level has actually dropped. So I need to contact Alex, I think, and ask him to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you ask him, he'll I'm sure for a man of your caliber, he'll give you VIP 7. Yeah. This
sure.
anyway, so that's good.
So essentially, put in, was it $1,000? You said, or pounds? Yeah, $1,000.
Yeah.
So obviously, it doesn't mean that you got to spend $1,000 to get Quadzilla free for a month. You kind of just put the money in there into the account, and get a few of the mystery boxes, and you'll find that you've actually got more than $1,000 in there. Obviously, place a trade or two as well, because it'll be well worth it in any case. I don't want to say that you'll definitely win, you'll double your money, blah blah blah. But I'm confident that you'll do pretty well out of it, especially for using Quadzilla for the entry and exits and so on and all that stuff.
But
so
just for information, that offer of the free month of Quadzilla, that's only going to run till the 27th of March. Okay. Which is when the current campaign is on with Bitunix, which is also great. With various, if you achieve various trading volumes, you get more free money. So it's all good, But do try and do it before the 27th of March, right?
Yeah. Offering Quadzilla for free like that is a very rare thing, by the way. We just don't normally. So this is a bit of a rarity. So let's have a quick look at TradingView, having talked and chilled a fair amount, but it's such good stuff. It's just this is Bitcoin on the 4-hour. I think I'm actually still on the ByBit chart at the moment, from all the way back. This line, I'll just remove that from it, just so you can see kind of what I'm probably about to talk about. I think that one, maybe keep it there. That's easier. The chaos monkey is back. So, right. So essentially, kind of noticed on this that I don't know if it's still where the price. Okay, it's dropped since then. So I just noticed this morning that where the price was kind of right where these the tops of these wicks were, or are. So, but I'll put that back in anyway. But so this is probably slightly out of date TA now, but I think it's still relevant. So essentially, what we got is because I just kind of noticed along here that the price had kind of come up and just topped out there. So there's obviously resistance there, and there. Price came back down, and because there was obviously not very much liquidity in these areas just here, so because you can kind of see it's just like blip, but there's no kind of big build up of liquidity there at all, and so once the price went above each of these times, you might have expected it to kind of maybe form a bit of a level of support just there, but it wouldn't be very much support, just because so little liquidity had built up along there. So, and in fact, sure enough, the price came down that time. There was a bit of support just there, but then plopped straight through and came back above again, and still kind of interacting with that same level. And then just earlier this morning, the price did sort of come back down, and for a little while, it had actually bounced off there. It found support on that level and bounced up. You can kind of see where it's wicked, the way that's kind of worked out now. But again, just not very much liquidity there to just hold the price up, and now it's on its way down. I was wondering if it would come down to this retracement level. This Quadzilla TM retracement level down here. So and that one is 68.3, just under 68.4. What are we at the moment? Is that literally one? Oh no. 69.6. It's coming down to your magic level that you were trading at again. So
what my purple line?
Well, it was at the 69,420 again. That if it so it's not far off. So we could see another bounce off that level if that does work out. But in any case, I would think it might even, if it bounces at all, it might be a bit weak, and it might struggle to get above that same level again along there, which is at whatever it was at, just above 70k, 70.1. So, but in any case, yeah, I might see a drop down to that level just there. Especially the way that the EMAs are going at the moment. So we've got the cyan here is a 9 EMA. Where the others gone? It's hiding. Oh no, they are there. Sorry. So yeah, earlier. So yesterday, 4 p.m. UK time, the 9 overtook the yellow, the 21 EMA, and that was a sort of early indication that downtrend was going to continue. It only really crossed there, but you kind of see it starting to happen slightly before that. That was well on its way to overtake, and so that was a pretty good sign that plunge was going to happen. Then the next sort of significant crossover, I think, would then be the 21 crossing over the green 55, and obviously as long as the price is down here below there, then that's just probably going to happen. It's going to that's going to catch it. Sorry, 1 second. Try and turn that into a tune. Good recovery. No one noticed that was just chaos again for a moment. So yeah, yeah, if that happens, then you might well expect to see like a lot more of a downward move just there. In any case, we could look maybe actually just I was going to say switch to a different time frame now, but just looking at this one on the momentum oscillator down here, got the convert. Expecting kind of see what's what. Okay, so the this convergence band is looking very much as if there's some more downside, potentially more downside to come there, because for a strong market reversal, you'd normally expect. I mean, it doesn't always happen, but you'd normally expect to see that white, which is a weighted average of the 4 stochastic momentum oscillators that we have within here. That would come down here below this 20% line into oversold. The red, which is the fastest moving of the 4 oscillators, is already down there, but still pointed downwards. And the weighted average is kind of coming down pretty quickly, to be fair, but it's still got a way further down. So I mean, about sort of that distance, that was measure it. Just think, well, it's 3 bars, isn't it? Yeah, 12 hours. So might take at that rate, it might take another 8 to 12 hours to get down below oversold, and then at that stage, these two would they'd kind of like really just go together, converge, and which is kind of what the convergence band does. You kind of see it here to the upside, where switch off the RSI for a second. So both those kind of went up above into overbought, then came round, and sure enough, when they converged to the size of a pixel more or less, and both curved round and started to come back down, that showed up in that the red bar just there, indicating a market reversal up here. Sure enough, like whoomp, down it came. So we're kind of waiting for the opposite of that to happen down here, and it might, by the time that happens, it might well have come down and hit that retracement level. That's what we normally see with those, is it's because that's a bullish retracement level, the green one. So it has the 3 steps. You have like the up, it actually is up to there really, then the down to, so maybe it might wick down below it, and then the step 3 would be the up. So however that works out, it might be more over here somewhere, but so that's a potential thing that could happen within the next probably maybe, yeah, I suppose 8 to 12 hours. So not saying for definite, but it's a quite a high probability scenario. I would think. So, and down here that would kind of, they would converge similarly and come around, maybe head back up.
How do you feel about the one on the 1 hour though? That's down at like 65.3.
Is it that one? Oh yeah, okay. So actually, what was that? What was this one at? That was at 68. Okay, and so on the 4 hour, there's nothing particularly below that. So yeah, on the 1 hour, that's really interesting. So it touched that one really nicely, and so this is where you kind of see that these retracement levels really do, mark out kind of significant levels. So like here, this one was, because it's in its step 2, is kind of saying, yeah, we're going to see the price maybe wick below this level and head back up for a bit. That is what happens, but overall you can kind of see the EMAs are coming down. So it touched that level, wicked below it, came back up, but after that the price just wanted to carry on heading down. Same thing here with this one. The EMAs are still doing that, as in like coming down quite a lot. And yeah, so this one down here, obviously the price nearly came down to it there. Woof. Sorry, doing my animal impressions now. But just, yeah, so the price just kind of came out to it, nearly hit it. It kind of bounced really, didn't it? You can see that as maybe a bit of a range, because it wicked below. If I switch that to maybe like that, draw that in. So in which case it kind of, if that was essentially a range, so it's the distance it wicked below, I've just kind of drawn that the same distance above the level as well. So if that therefore is kind of a range. I don't know how scientific that is. It seems plausible, but it touched down into that range, headed back up, quite nice kind of impulsive move to the upside, reversing back down. It would complete that, well, maybe from there, complete that new market structure. There was this one, which it completed. Now there's more of that going on, maybe, and then hopefully another hit to the upside. So yeah, on the 1 hour, that's kind of entirely possible. But how long it takes to get down there is another matter. Well, we'll find out in less than an hour, won't we? With the US, the New York market open, I guess. So,
yeah,
I see some,
I'm kind of slightly annoyed. I don't know. I was actually in a short yesterday, and I kind of like panicked and closed it. And
yeah,
I wish I'd have stayed in it.
it's always the way, isn't it?
Obviously, of course.
I'm assuming you closed in a profit. Or
Yeah. But it would have been a lot more if I'd have. But it'd be really nice to just be in it now. Obviously, that's always going to be the case, isn't it? Yeah. But,
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It was from about like 71k or so. So it was really nice. I really want to get in another one today, actually, but I can't quite see an opportunity. Can you? Unless we get a bit of a slight little relief, And
yeah, I mean, that coming down to there was about was that 6%, and that down to there would be like another 6%. And where did I measure from? I can't remember now. Was it from there about? So, but in terms of the time that took, excuse me, that was all right, just over a day. So it's like 26 hours, more or less. And so then from here, if it was another day, about there, wasn't it? Yeah, that would take us to tomorrow, I guess. So yeah, tomorrow 2 p.m. That wouldn't that be amazing if that played out? So if today is just a bearish day, and so we kind of head down, but then tomorrow, kind of 2 p.m., like 1:30, 2 p.m. US market open, kind of there, could be the bounce. Kind of, so it completes that, then heads up, and then a bullish entry into the weekend after all this kind of downness, after all the hawkish tone that you're talking about from Jerome Powell, and so on. So yeah, that's kind of a potential scenario, I think. So on the, it is interesting that, so on the 1 hour, yeah, that paints a slightly different picture, doesn't it, from what we're looking at on the 4 hour? Because on this, yeah, let's delete some of these. I mean, to be honest, that level that I drew in here, just on the can I do that? This one should extend a bit. Does it match up with anything? Not really. Where did I draw it from? Don't know. Back there, see. So, yeah. So this level here, then, just, well, the range that I drew in there on the 1 hour, it does kind of it matches in with the the overall kind of market structure, in the sense that so like the lows there that we saw is kind of coming out to those, and again, so so on the 4 hour, then it still kind of seems relevant. Just, I mean, given that one, obviously that was a higher low, just about. Yeah, well, it wasn't a high low from there. So potentially, I don't know, maybe that invalidates it. So how could we get a just decent? We could draw in a thingamajigio, as it were, fib retracement. Just actually, just for that, sorry, it's going to do that a bit more. Going to do a completely different thing now. I mean, just talk about the fib retracement. So obviously got that going on. So I messed that up really bad. Let's try it from there, something like that, because it kind of like, I don't know, it's just, that's not a good line. So something like that, I don't know. Just sort of so deeply unsatisfied with that trend line. But yeah, so essentially the price, I mean, it has been kind of bounding along that on the way up. So I think as long as it kind of stays above that, so by the time it gets to there, it might even kind of happen somewhere over here. If it's doing that, coming down a bit further, it might wick below that bullish retracement level, touch off the same kind of trend line there, and then bounce up. So if it did that, then it might get to there by the time that's there. So we're looking at maybe, I mean, this is pretty unscientific, to be honest. It's like just, you've tuned into the what if channel or whatever. But so it'd be kind of, yeah, 67.9 maybe. So could probably call it 68. So the price came down to 68, found support there and bounced away. But is there anything else around here that would suggest that would be a decent support level? I mean, there is that kind of, there's obvious liquidity that's kind of come along there. There's that band of liquidity there, a little bit there, that retracement level, which played out, but as is usually the case, those tend to sort of, those levels continue to be relevant, because like along there, that level then continued, it's kind of marking out resistance just there, and then the price failed multiple times to break through, wicked up to that retracement level, perfect, and then kind of bounced down, touched on just multiple kind of confluence areas just there, then up. So that could be the level it wicks down, because I guess like here it can wick below that support line, the trend line, and still, and it's still intact. and bounce on it, that it could be like there. So I'm just looking along it. Really, actually, I'll just draw that in. It's going to be just a different style to that one.
So it's actually dumping like a bastard at the moment, actually.
Wow, yeah, that is quite something. So this long here, then, that's it's a similar thing with this. So that level has been both resistance and support, and quite strong support was there until it broke on down through it, like all the way along. So could well see the price, if it went down through there, then it could well come into somewhere into that range before heading back up, and that would still sort of validate that retracing level just there. So all sorts of things going on there, really, that could, so you could well see the price just kind of doing that and just continue this kind of thing that it's doing, which is overall generally to the upside. Kind of going back to the, obviously haven't really zoomed out much more than that to kind of see. Yeah, okay. Just that. I mean, it disrupts my line that I took such a long time to draw in. That was just wrong. But something like that, maybe. Because that was positivity there, in the sense, as in that was market strength, in the sense that it didn't come all the way down to that line. It bounced up before kind of requiring it, so there's some positivity there. And if it did do the same thing again, because it doesn't have to come back down to that trend line to kind of bounce away and head on up. So yeah, a continuing series of higher lows. There's interesting things happening just there, and I'll probably make all these the same color. It's weird, isn't it, having different color lines for no apparent reason, but just for now. So that obviously that hits resistance just up top there. Maybe if that was a bit more there, I don't know, because wicked above, came back down, well, kind of did the same thing again there, and there, hitting resistance on it along there, and then it was support, dropped down through. So that level, that around kind of 73.6 ish, if we get back up there again, could then be an area that we actually just bounce off, but we'll see, because it hasn't really been the same convincing set of like higher highs along here as it has been like higher lows. So I don't know, I mean, to me that suggests that this is a bit of a weak rally overall, fairly long-term one, but it's a rally that's unconvinced of its own convictions, I think. So yeah, so that's that. I might have to, well, we're coming up to the hour, aren't we? I might have to get going either on the hour or shortly after, I think.
That's fine.
We didn't do the chat, did we?
There wasn't
too many comments.
A lot to say, actually. Just Aussie saying good day, lads. Good day, Aussie. WJM saying good afternoon. We have sunshine in London. Got sunshine in Devon as well.
Yeah.
WJM, yeah, okay, cool. So that's it, really. I think a bit sparse on the ground today, I think. But
yeah, just and anyone watching, if you do want to chat, please chat. If you've got any like coin requests or thoughts, anything like that. Otherwise, I thought I might give a quick preview of the new intro jingle for Maftopia. So we're doing the Maftopia live stream, kind of fascinating science and technology news, and a bit of crypto probably as well. Later today at 4:30 p.m. UK time, sort of UTC, whatever. I did put together a new jingle for that. It's actually a minute long, but maybe could play a bit of it.
Is this like the intro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so like a little a preview of what's to come. But I would add it's still a little bit shaky. I think I'll have to class it as a work in progress, really. But I'll start to play this, and then if you can't stand it anymore, just hit stop. We'll see how long you can stand it for. So I'll just do this.
The future is now. Maftopia, save with crypto too. It's Maftopia news, speed run brought to you. Fascinating science news. Fascinating science
Was it supposed to make me laugh?
I don't know. Well, yeah. I mean, it's
I did.
yeah. It's a little bit kind of farcical, I guess.
Oh well, thanks for giving me a mention in it. That's really cool. That's nice.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. I mean, you're there for all of the live streams, really. So it's only fair that you're actually mentioned.
Okay, that's good. That's cool. Yeah, it's kind of like Dutch techno, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit. It's Europop or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite. What's the little gremlin thing? Was that anything in particular, or?
It was basically like the one in the corner. It was just there really to hide the VO watermark that they like the Google VO thing that they insist on putting that watermark in the corner, which is a bit annoying, really. So
even when you're paying for the pro thing.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
There might be a way to get rid of it without paying even more money. Might even be able to just say do not include watermark in the prompt or something. But yeah, so needed something to plop on top of that, and hence the gremlin, which was actually from Grok video. It's got it to generate that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I look forward to watching it again this afternoon.
Yeah, it's true. It's like kind of grimacing your way through it. Yeah, as it was playing, I noticed a couple of little glitches and things that I'll have to sort out. But yeah, that's pretty much the thing. So yeah, the topic for today is basically about there's kind of a warning that Morgan Stanley had put out in among their kind of what's great and what's scary for 2026 report, investment report they put out. And one of the things was kind of around self-improving AIs are essentially just kind of they're going to be a bit of a major power draw, in the sense that because excuse me, they're going to be retraining their own large language models, and in the process of doing that, they're just going to use so much electricity that it's just going to literally just be more than the national grid can actually cope with. Like it's going to require probably like twice or maybe 3 times as much. And there has been talk in the US about kind of individual, some of these large companies actually having their own nuclear power stations to just kind of power their own model training facilities and so on. So yeah, it's just a huge thing. It's getting a bit ridiculous. But then there's so much demand for AI. It's just becoming more and more AI is in your milk in the mornings. It's just everywhere, or it will be soon if it isn't. So yeah, so that's kind of probably the main topic. But there'll be a bunch of headlines, other like news speed run type things as well. So join us at 4:30 for that.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So I tell you what, as there's like a shop and a cafe over the road sort of thing where we put on events and stuff, and there's an event happening in May, and my mate over there, he said, "Oh, can you do as a poster for the event?" And I was really pushed for time, so I literally just got his details that he gave me, like when it was and all that sort of thing, and I put them into Grok, and I said, "Can you provide me with an A4 poster using this information?" And it came out. It looked great, and I thought, okay, job done. Two things about it actually. The resolution of it was quite rubbish actually. It wasn't quite good enough to make an A4 poster, and I normally print a few and take them over there myself, and I didn't do it because it's when my internet was off last week, and basically because my printer's on the network, it wasn't connecting at that point in time, So he said that's okay. I'll get someone from over the shop to print them because they got a printer over there, and I was like, okay, fine. And then he said, oh, it didn't really work out because like some of the title got chopped off, and I was thinking like, well, it was A4, so it should have been all right. And I checked it this morning, it actually wasn't A4. It wasn't that 298 by 210 millimeters. Like A4 it should have been. So it's just a bit annoying. I said, can you make it A4? And it didn't.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot with these. They ignore kind of key things like that in the prompt. It's like, well,
did you not see what I said? Yeah, I know. I sort of
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, anyway,
yeah.
Can't follow instructions.
Basically, yeah. They're both highly annoying like that, and becoming just more and more kind of indispensable. That's because they're so good and yet so annoying, a bit like us, So that's AI really. It's a state. It's that, isn't it? Just, In a way, also the annoying thing is that it'll get a lot better. This is as you sometimes hear the AI YouTubers or YouTubers talking about AI. They say that this is the worst that it'll ever be.
Yeah, that's true.
But why is that annoying though? I think it's also a little bit threatening. It's great. Can't help using it, and yet also feeling a little bit threatened by it. Just there's still that uncomfortable feeling, isn't it, with AI?
Well, I think the difference is like, say like if you think about, let's say like calculators, like when were they at their worst? And it was probably like when they were available for about £20, but if you wanted one with a square root on, you'd have to pay 100. And the best thing you could do with them was make them spell bollocks if you turned it upside down with a certain number of certain and that's about as much fun as they were, sort of thing. But at the same time, they gave the right answers.
Even if it was bollocks.
If you gave them a complicated sum, they would get it right. So I think that's the kind of danger, isn't it? It's like I don't know. I mean, would you create a car that works 98% of the time properly?
Well, just like a autopilot. Is it autopilot? I suppose on a car, or self-driving car.
Yeah,
that works 98% of the time would be pretty terrifying.
Yeah. I know. It's the old thing, isn't it? If you knew there was a 1 in 50 chance of when you cross the road, you're going to get killed. You probably wouldn't do it.
No, that's serious, like Russian roulette, isn't it? In fact, that's worse odds than Russian roulette.
Yeah. Anyway,
so hello, Space Catty. Glad you could join us.
We're just off, actually.
Yeah, just wrapping up. But good to see you in any case. Right.
I do hope the weather's all right in Portugal. But apparently the weather's better here now than in the Canary Islands.
It's funny when it's that time of year, isn't it? When you get that kind of things are crossing over weather-wise.
Yeah.
So, Must be pretty rubbish in the Canary Islands right now for the weather. Then
It's
better weather here.
Yeah, it's raining a lot apparently.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
It's I mean, it doesn't rain a lot at all, but you know, it is actually raining there now. So
Yeah. So okay. So just to wrap up, I guess, are there any last things? Obviously, do check out Quadzilla if you're a trader, and if you use TradingView, which is pretty likely, you ought to be using Quadzilla because it definitely gives you an edge, as hopefully you've kind of seen during this. We didn't even really show like the whole thing, what it's capable of, but it's you hopefully got a pretty good taste of what it can do. And there's that. So that's probably about it, isn't it? Yeah, we're done. So just finish.
So
right, we're off then. Yeah,
I think we are actually. So yeah, I've got a few things to do in between now and our stream this afternoon. So that's probably a good time to go, really, isn't it? Anyway,
yeah.
But yeah, if you haven't got Bitunix yet, go to savewith.crypto.org/Bitunix. We've got an amazing offer going on at the moment until the 27th of March. So yeah, you'll see all about that on the homepage. Well, on that page when you go to savewithcrypto.org/Bitunix. Basically, you can get up to $8,000 for free, and also, like I said before, if you put $1,000 worth of something in your Bitunix account, then we will give you Quadzilla for a month for free up until the 20th. That offer is available until the 27th of March, and also we can upgrade you to VIP 7 as well on Bitunix. So there you go.
Yeah.
Space Cat is still in time to give a like. Absolutely, do that.
Yeah.
Right,
please do. Yeah.
Right.
If you're watching on X, I don't know if it lets you like a live stream when it's on there, but do retweet if you don't mind, and comment and so on. Would be much appreciated. Oh, as Ozzy did. You commented on X, didn't you? Thank you, sir. And like so.
Right. All right. Okay. So see you this afternoon on Mathtopia, which is in in about 3.5 hours time, and yeah,
I need to get a show sorted out.
okay. All right, and I'll see you then with math. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.
Cheers.